Hello, we are at Clinique HQ and I'm here with Florrie White, makeup artist, who is going to be showing me how to get my makeup bag capsule collection and how to do a really quick and easy face. Florrie, hello.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you, thank you. So how do we actually whittle it down to just the essentials?
Well, my rule that I try and abide by is one product for each main feature. And I call it the Lucky 7, or the Secret 7, but I'm going to share the secret here. So step 1, foundation.
Great.
And so it's the Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer, which also comes with an applicator, which again, very hygienic, and it also helps how much you're putting on your skin, because I think some people really, I see this on the tube, they squirt the product at the back of the hand, slap, slap, smear, smear. Whereas this, each time you take out the wand, that has been tested that this is the amount you need for either light coverage or full coverage. Okay. And then you can use it as your brush as well. So I'm going to start by just sort of pinpointing around the eyes. I'm just going to do one side of your face, around the nose, and then using the larger side, so this would be like a foundation brush, just sweeping it in the areas. I'm going to do your chin. And then I would use my fingers and blend it all together. So I don't know if you then take your brow compact, and then without putting the wand back in, you can use the sides and just sort of mirror where I've done it. So the more people generally need concealer around their eyes, their nose. I mean, you've got great skin. I love skin, so I don't like to really mask it. And this is good because you really are just putting it where you want. And a little bit across there just to even it out.
Okay, so that's like the perfect
amount. I think you don't need more
on the
than
brush
that.
right there.
But you can do more if you want, but you certainly don't need it. And then just sort of melt it in, and the warmth of your fingers will melt it into your skin. This bottle should last you about 3 months.
Yeah, I mean, that was only a tiny amount we put on, and that has totally...
I mean, we could probably done less.
But that has totally covered my whole face.
Yeah.
And given the perfect amount of coverage.
You should always, around your eyes, you should always use your ring finger. For some reason, it doesn't drag, it's much softer. I'm just going to fill in the brows. I do think if you fill in the brows, you're really framing the face. And I love this because it's very natural. It comes with its brushes. So I'm going to use the slanted brush. First of all, I'm just going to comb through your eyebrow hair. And I don't want to make a harsh line. So I'm just going to use the powder, flicking off the excess, and I'm just going to follow the growth, the natural growth of the little hairs. And what I want to do, it's as if I'm creating a shadow that would be there if there was more hair there. So just sort of really enhancing the shape that's there, filling in little holes that you may have. I'm just going to taper it out at the end, but a really light touch, no solid lines, and then just sort of brushing it through so there's no sort of hard bits. And then there's a little bit of wax here that's going to fix it in place. Because if you fill in your brows, it really frames your eyes. I think that already brings your eyes out. A little trick I do need on every job I do is just a little bit of a highlight in this inner corner. And I think if you add light in this inner corner here, that's sometimes you get the sort of the dark, tired shadow. This just again opens out the eyes, sort of bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and just sweeping it along the lash line, up into the socket. And then I'm just going to melt it in with my fingers. And these are great because then you can build up with another colour, darker colour, in the evening if you want to go out. Right, so I'm going to go mascara first. And I've just chosen a mascara that's in a classic mascara. So again with your little compact in your mirror. And again, not pumping air. So you probably should be able to apply enough mascara to each eye with one withdrawal of the wand, I think. I think everyone knows how to use mascara. It's sort of one of the first products that you start wearing as a teenager. But just remind yourself to wiggle the brush really into the roots of the lashes. And this thickens the lash line. So you're going to have a thick lash line and a lengthened lash line. If you have pale lashes, really try and make sure you haven't got pale ends on the top. And it's quite good if you can teach to roll the brush over the top lashes.
Okay, great.
Right, and so now the third product using on the eye is liquid eyeliner pencil. I used to love gels and a brush, but this just comes in one. It's a very thin pencil, you get precision. And I've actually gone for dark chocolate brown. I like that. I think it's very soft, very Bridget Bardot. You still get the intensity, especially if you're matching up with black mascara. And it's sort of softer, especially as one gets older. I find that dark chocolate brown is much more flattering on the eye than a black one, which can be a little harsh around older eyes. So if you close your eyes, and this is another thing that people, and tilt up please, people say they can't mask this, but you have to let your lashes guide you. So I'm running, I don't know if you feel, but I'm running the brush along the roots of the lashes. And as you're doing it yourself, I'll tell you what's the easiest way. And then just, I don't want to make a sort of a statement with the line. Again, I'm just using it to enhance the eyes, enhance the lash line. So just winging it out. And it's so fine, this brush, that I can get a really fine point. And when you open it, it'll just as be as your lash line is being lengthened. Look at me, so I double check. Yes, thank you. One of my tips when you're doing eyeliner yourself, you tilt back your head, and so you're looking down into the mirror, and then you can sort of see the little gap, and don't get frustrated. And also another thing, when you get to the end, you can always turn the brush around to go from the out back into the liner. But again, it's about practice. And so now I'm going to add to the complexion, and I think you have a choice: bronzer, blush. You can go for cream or powder. I've chosen one of my favourites. It's just a peachy cheek blush, just because it really warms everyone's complexion. You look healthy, happy. So a good way of applying this, if you smile, and then I'm going to start an initial application on the apple of the cheek, right in the centre, and then just dot it up, and a little bit around the forehead. And so I've done created a C shape, and then I'm just going to blend it so it sort of goes all the way around the apple of the cheek, and just a little warmth. So you're sort of adding warmth to your complexion and a little bit of contouring, but very natural. It's just going to be as if you just come back from a yoga retreat instead of spent hours contouring in front of a mirror.
That sounds nice.
I mean, sometimes also I do a little bit on the chin, but that just sort of gives like a little full-on healthy flush. And also you can put a little bit under the brows. This is something I learned from Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. And again, it just sort of marries everything together, marries all the features together with a wonderful glow. Okay. And so the final of the Secret 7, lips.
Yeah.
And chosen a lipstick that, again, multitasking. There's a primer and a lipstick. It's a creamy formula, long-lasting, great colour. And I've chosen a colour that's a very natural colour, so it's just going to be enhancing your own lip. And I'm going to let you do it all by yourself.
Thanks. And,
I mean, again, you can use your compact. And it's not official, but with these Clinique lip pops, I use the lid as a mirror. Even if I'm walking down the street, it's in my pocket, I can just quickly do it.
Yeah.
It's not officially a mirror, but...
It's very handy.
Yes. And this is just like a nude colour, because I always think that makeup, you should walk in with makeup of a natural day look, and people go, wow, you look great, or where have you been, you look lovely, instead of them saying, oh, I like your new lipstick. Obviously, sometimes you're trying to make a statement with your lipstick, but with this kind of look, the basis of your makeup kit, there's just all products that you can use to enhance what you've got there naturally.
So Florrie, there we have it. That's our Secret 7 capsule makeup collection.
Secret 7, simple steps, great products, and your fingers.
Great. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.